Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel. I hope everyone is doing well out there, and if you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Elizabeth. I'm a divine channeler, medium, remote spirit extractor, white witch, and divine alchemist, and I also happen to be a divine twin flame on the path to reunion. I hope that you are finding yourself well and safe through this pandemic. I wish that for everyone, and my heart goes out to all of those who are on the front line for this pandemic, and we are in this together. We certainly are, and there will be better days ahead. I want to talk about an angel today, an archangel, who I feel very close to. I know many of you already know that I'm very close with Archangel Michael, but some of you may not know that I am very close with a heart-based angel that I want to talk about today. Before we get into this archangel, for those of you who don't realize, we are currently in the Venus retrograde. So this started on May 13th, and it's going to be through June 25th. And anytime we have retrogrades, it's always where that planet is not going to be having its influence as it usually does. So it's backwards. It's not a time where we need to be afraid. It's not a time where we need to hide under a rock, as I always say. Retrogrades always give us opportunities to go back, reassess, see what we missed, so that we can go ahead and make changes in our lives, so that way we can move forward and be in alignment with our path. So please, use this Venus retrograde as a way in which you're going to help yourself heal in the areas of love and relationship. And this particular archangel, which is Archangel Chamuel, will help you absolutely to do this. Archangel Chamuel is connected to the pink ray, connected to the rose quartz stone. I have my love bag here, and I know you maybe not be able to see it, but I have a huge rose quartz heart, which is in this bag, along with herbs and other heart-based stones in here. Also, Archangel Chamuel is connected to rose oil, ylang ylang, sandalwood, as well as lavender. Archangel Chamuel not only helps with relationships, but helps with peace, bringing in ease, bringing in positive new beginnings. Definitely an archangel I recommend working with during the Venus retrograde. So Archangel Chamuel actually has a very special place in my heart, because Archangel Chamuel was the archangel that was able to help me to recognize my twin flame. Yes. So I certainly will never forget Archangel Chamuel. Chamuel can help you to attract your twin flame, recognize your twin flame, attract a soulmate partner, help you to recognize your soulmate. Whatever journey you are on, Archangel Chamuel can help you to recognize that spiritual soul connection. What I love about Archangel Chamuel is Chamuel can be called upon to help you to work on self-love and self-acceptance. So normally Archangel Chamuel will step into a session, step forward to let someone know if possibly they are not in self-love enough. They have that harsh inner critic still active. They haven't accepted themselves. They're judging themselves, criticizing themselves, as well as comparing themselves to others. Archangel Chamuel wants you to be able to feel peaceful within your own skin, really create that first and foremost, most important relationship, which is with self. Help that to be really strong, balanced, and peaceful, so that way you can attract a higher partnership. Remember, it's always about your work, the work that you do on self, how you perceive self, how you interact with self, and that energy that you're vibrating. That's what creates all the best in life. If you have that higher vibration, if you are vibrating a high vibration in which Archangel Chamuel can help you with, you are going to attract the higher partner. You are going to attract better friends in your space. You are going to attract that life purpose of your dreams, that passion. And Archangel Chamuel can help you to do all of that. Archangel Chamuel is a great comforter, brings nurturing energy. When you think of the pink light, when you think of that pink color, there is softness to it. There's a nurturing energy to that. Often rose quartz is a stone that children feel very connected to. It brings in that purity. And there are many times where we need to bring that gentleness. We need to bring more of that self-care into our lives. And I have to say that I'm getting now is that really big time where we're meant to do that even more so. So many of us are in quarantine right now. So many of us are finding it very hard to cope with some of the things that obviously are going on in the world. Or perhaps you are a part of a soul connection, whether a soulmate connection, whether a twin flame connection, and there is no balance between you both. That loving communication is not there. You're not connecting in the ways in which you wish to really connect. Archangel Chamuel helps you to realize that so much of this has to do with taking responsibility for our own energy. Taking responsibility for whatever beliefs, whatever thought patterns, whatever repressed emotions, whatever we have been carrying around that has been blocking our hearts, which has been out of alignment with our authenticity, who we truly are as a higher self. Archangel Chamuel can help us to gently release all that's not serving from the past. So many of these belief patterns, so many of the ways we think about ourselves. We think of ourselves, say if someone has been through dysfunction in a family and they have been told really derogatory things, they've been put down, perhaps they've also witnessed a lot of dysfunction, and we have to realize, and I talk about this a lot in my videos, that we internalize that. We become conditioned by that. Children who are born very, very pure never are born with fears, never look at themselves and say, oh my gosh, I don't like myself, I'm not good enough, I don't feel valued enough. Those things are only acquired fears. They're only taught to us, and we internalize and we get programmed. And it's very true. And Archangel Chamuel can help you, especially during this time of retrograde, to be able to go back. And, if you need to light some rose incense, light a pink candle, hold a piece of rose quartz, and just ask Archangel Chamuel to be present with you. There's not this big, huge, ceremonious prayer that you need to do or huge ritual. I mean, if you like that type of thing that resonates with you, you can certainly do that. But it's not necessary. Archangel Chamuel can just simply be called in. Archangel Chamuel, please be with me now to assist me with such and such. And Archangel Chamuel will do that. Archangel Chamuel can help you to heal those traumatic experiences from childhood, those in which affect how you relate to yourself, how you perceive yourself. That is always the key. Yes, we have a lot of times past lives do affect, they do have an impact. We do, take with us things, and that does become a cellular memory. Archangel Chamuel can assist with that as well. But I feel like Archangel Chamuel is just so powerful with helping us to undo any of that toxic behavior, toxic thought patterns, toxic emotions, anything that has been creating chaos for yourself, where you're not feeling peaceful with yourself, where you're not feeling peaceful with your surroundings and peaceful with your relationships, whether with a lover, with family members, or with friends. Archangel Chamuel can come in and assist with bringing a better sense of peace within the self, being that peaceful vibration, being that self-love, self-empowerment, so that way that's the vibration you're putting out there when you are connecting with others. Archangel Chamuel can help you to release any types of toxicity from family relationships, Also, obviously romantic relationships, anywhere where it's had a really negative impact on you and created negative thought patterns, self-sabotaging thought patterns, self-sabotaging behaviors. And Archangel Chamuel can help you to get to the root causes of those. Bring in the pink light so that way this can be gently released. That heart healing. Really beautiful, really powerful. And that's what it's going to take to help us to move forward. So many of us, especially those who identify with being twin flames, we want to be able to experience this powerful spiritual heart-based connection with another. We want to be able to feel that other person. We want that other person to feel us. But the only way we are able to feel each other at that heart level, that higher heart level, is if we are able to heal all those blockages within the heart. So definitely I recommend calling in Archangel Chamuel to address these blockages from your past, which have created these self-sabotaging thoughts, hence also many times self-sabotaging behaviors. Archangel Chamuel is a great angel to work with when you're having tension at work with coworkers. And I have often suggested this to even friends of mine where, oh my gosh, I'm having trouble with a boss or I'm having trouble with coworkers. It's a very abusive environment, erratic environment. I can't get my work done. I can't seem to function every day. Bringing in that pink light and placing that pink light around yourself, as well as in visualizing this pink light around others, often creates that peaceful relating. It will soothe things. It will bring down tension. Again, Archangel Chamuel is that comforting angel. Whether it's comforting yourself in terms of relating with yourself, or it's bringing comfort, it's bringing gentleness when you're connecting with others. Archangel Chamuel can help to release any type of tension with anyone. So whether it's a coworker, whether it's a family member, whether it's with yourself, whether it's a romantic partner, Archangel Chamuel is a beautiful angel to do this. Archangel Chamuel is really helpful when it comes to bringing in a new beginning. So Archangel Chamuel, I feel, is a real door closer. Closing the door on those, as we said, self-sabotaging thoughts, self-sabotaging behaviors, closing the door on whatever's been toxic, closing the door on people who have been toxic in your life, helping you to realize who is toxic. That's important. So Archangel Chamuel can be called upon to be able to release people or lovers, whoever is toxic in your life, where it's not serving you, the connection is just very low. Archangel Chamuel can help you if a healing can't truly be done on the physical level. Archangel Chamuel can help you to do the healing on an energetic level and help you to then move forward so you can attract newer people into your life, higher vibrational people, people who serve your best interests, people who are not looking to manipulate you, control you, or have any types of negative intentions. So Archangel Chamuel can definitely be called upon for that. The new, self-renewal, bringing in the new. Archangel Chamuel is also an angel that can be called upon for life purpose. Now, many people know Archangel Michael is fantastic with helping someone to find their life purpose, to engage in their life purpose, stick with their truth, be very strong and brave, and to just get out there and take action and be of service to humanity. And he still is and always will be. But we also have Archangel Chamuel who can help out a lot in that area. And you can work with the two angels in tandem for life purpose. Archangel Chamuel wants to be able to help you to find people and find activities, find a purpose in which is serving you, which is fulfilling you. So if you are not being fulfilled, this retrograde may be bringing up ways in which you are not being fulfilled. It may be bringing up who is actually toxic in your life, who is not serving, what is not serving, what is toxic in your life. And, the more we know, the more we're conscious of these things, the more we can delve into the healing. And certainly the archangels and our guides, Spirit, Mother, Father, God, the universe, however you name that higher power, can be of assistance once called in, so that way we can get to where we need to be. So we can be on our path, be in alignment with it, be in our higher self alignment. Archangel Chamuel wants to be able to show you what your life purpose truly is, what your passions are, what brings you joy, what brings you excitement, what brings you satisfaction. If you are not engaging in a purpose right now, you're just only, within your work, you're doing what you can to make ends meet, you feel like it's a struggle, you feel like it's stressing you out, it's really not bringing you joy, you're doing it just because whatever it is, to, pay the bills, the benefits, whatever the case may be. Or perhaps, you are in a situation where you're out of work right now due to the pandemic. Archangel Chamuel is going to help you to understand what those passions are. A lot of those passions may actually be from childhood. What made you excited, what you really love to do. It could be something creative. But what makes you feel alive? Archangel Chamuel wants to show you what makes you feel alive, what brings you joy. So there's new beginnings with life purpose as well. So I hope that this video has been helpful for people. I hope that it's inspired excitement for you to call upon Archangel Chamuel. For anyone who is struggling to love themselves, you're not in your self-worth, you're not in your value. Perhaps you've had any types of traumas that have happened where it's really impacted you, where you're finding it or have found it for a while to love yourself and accept yourself and see your value. Archangel Chamuel can be that huge support, that gentle energy, that comforting angel, that time of comfort. It's really very important to just mention before we end how important balance is. That's sometimes, depending on what areas of the world that we live in, that also plays into it. But if we're work, and we're constantly trying to kill ourselves to get somewhere, and it's constant go, and we don't take the time to engage in self-care, that's an issue. That's a huge issue. It doesn't mean we're not achieving just because we're taking the time out. It doesn't mean that, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have value and I'm not going to be successful if I don't take time out for myself. The opposite is true. Anytime where you have imbalances, you're creating chaotic energy, hence that's the opposite of peace. So Archangel Chamuel can be that angel to help bring in that balanced approach where, take those breaks when needed. Give yourself the attention that you need. Give yourself whatever it is, that bath, that salt bath, lighting some incense, lighting some candles, prayer, meditation. Even if that meditation is, it doesn't have to be anything that's like using Om and on a mountaintop or anything like that. It could just be where you're shutting your mind off, shutting those distractions off, that ego chatter, mind chatter, if you will, and just breathe. Be with your breath, be with your body. Ground yourself to Mother Earth and feel her support, and just allow yourself to just have that comfort, that whatever you need to fulfill yourself in that moment. The moment is really, really powerful. Remember that. But so many of us, we just don't take the time to recharge. And if we don't take the time for that self-care and to recharge, we can actually be really drained out. And that doesn't give us the energy to achieve. And even though that's the desire, if there's just not enough of you, enough of that life force, that vital force energy, where is the success in that, right? Again, we have to understand our balances in that way, and and also the sense between projecting energy and receptive energy, and giving and receiving, as well as the spiritual and the earth. In the material plane. Okay, that's a video in itself. But just keep Archangel Chamuel in mind when it comes to just how important self-care is, and that tuning into the self, being able to engage in our own self-healing really is so integral when it comes to how we relate to others and what types of relationships and experiences we bring into our lives. It's understanding that it's our vibration. It really truthfully is. With that, I send everyone so much love, so much pink light. Thank you for connecting with me on this channel. Thank you for all your loving comments that you leave me. Thank you for your amazing emails and testimonials. Everyone who has worked with me in a reading session, who has told me, wow, these reading sessions really did touch on so much detail, and really has given me the tools to move forward. If you are looking for a channeler of higher beings, of the angels, of the spiritual guides, someone who's also a psychic medium in many ways with the higher beings as well as with loved ones in spirit, I am here. The paranormalpriestess.com is where to go. I'm going to leave everything in my description, how to connect with me. The paranormalpriestess.com, I offer an hour. I just wanted to mention that the 30 minutes honestly is not enough time. So I'm tossing around of whether or not I'm going to leave it there or not. It may just end up being an option for those who want to extend sessions. If you do purchase a 30-minute session, it has to be a little bit more generalized. If you have one question, maybe two questions, but we can't really go into the depth of details and that we need to make those connections for your healing. So I do absolutely recommend, if you can purchase the 1 hour, that's going to serve you best. It truthfully is. I am doing clearings again as guided, so I'm looking at them obviously on a case-to-case basis. And with all my services, I just check in to see if we are a vibrational match, if it's guided. So I check in with my angels, I check in with my guides, I check in with spirit, and just make sure that I am in the highest good to work with you. You are in the highest good to work with me. And if we are, then I will let you know through email. I will let you know through a new client letter. And from there you can actually purchase that reading, and then we'll schedule through email. So I hope that kind of clears that up. For that, any of you who are absolutely very excited and just kind of purchase the reading, please understand, I first need to check in to see if it's guided. Once it is, I'll let you know, and then purchase. Then we can schedule. So just keep that in mind. You could also find me on Facebook. I have my Facebook page, The Paranormal Priestess. I'm also on Twitter. I have a couple of Twitter accounts. Again, all that information will be left in my description. From the heart of the darkness is born the light. Brightest blessings, everyone. Take care, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.